Native shortcuts have finally arrived at Despia, and they allow your users to access critical functionalities inside of your application from outside of the application. So the user can just do a long click, as you can see right inside of here, on the app icon, and you can assign custom workflows, custom shortcuts, custom actions that will, if you click on them, open a specific page, and you can even inject custom JavaScript. So let's say you go on a specific page like creating an invoice, you can also inject JavaScript into that page once it's opened that will automatically open the modal because it directly comes from the shortcut, making it even easier to use. So let's take a look at this. So we need to set this up in the Despia editor. And in order to do that, we are going to go to our add-on section. Now, in the add-on section, there are two new sections. There's hard-coded and dynamic. Dynamic SDKs can be, triggered from your web application source code, meaning if you update your web application source code and you change the way you process in-app purchases or native contacts, you don't need to republish your application. But everything that's in this hard-coded panel, if you change it, you want to republish your application. And quick actions or shortcuts are one of those hard-coded ones. So when you adjust it and you like the way you have it set up, you want to publish your application so it goes to the App Store, it gets built, and then within 20 minutes you can test it on TestFlight yourself. So just so that you know. So now let's create a new quick action, a new shortcut. Let's go inside of here, and now as you can see, we're being greeted by a code editor, but don't freak out, the code is only optional. So now we need to do a redirect link. So we need to go to a specific page in our application where the shortcut should run, like your invoice page or something like this. Now, I have a little playground project here that just has a shortcut page. So I'm going to paste this link inside of here. Make sure that that link is to a live branch if you're using branching. So when you publish this to production, you won't have any issues with that. So now we only need to assign a name. Let's call this Despia shortcut. And then I'm going to select an icon. I like this wave icon, that's pretty cool. So there you go. And now I can even write some custom code that is going to run once this page here from the shortcut is opened. Why have we added that? Let's think about it. You go on your specific shortcut page. Let's say it's your contact page, but you want to create a new contact. Now, do you really want to navigate the user just to the contact page and they have to click on create contact? Why go through that hassle? No, the shortcut is set up that it goes to the appropriate page or to the appropriate path that you want the user to go, but then you can even run custom JavaScript like we have in an example here that can click a button to automatically open the pop-up for creating a contact. Or you can create a global window function that would then automatically trigger that pop-up to create the contact to automatically show and pop up. So the user sees, wow, the shortcut is, it's kind of like automating the things that I otherwise would be clicking on, right? Or you can, if you're using WeWeb, you can use www.lib.execute workflow or .global. I think it was trigger workflow because they did change that. But you can then also execute a WeWeb workflow, showing a pop-up if they click on that widget. So the user is not just going to the appropriate page, but you can also show the pop-up fully automated based on the code that you can inject when you're creating this. And then you can do anything else. You can do a redirect if you want another one or whatever you want. It's pretty cool. The custom code is though optional. You do not need to use it. So let's just get rid of the comments here. We don't need them anymore now that we know what it does. And we're writing this in a self-invoking function. So this is just kind of like you want to keep the function so it's self-invoking. This is just giving the best experience when you run the code. And let's do an alert. We can do alert. And the nice thing is the JavaScript that you write in Despia is the same JavaScript you would write in your browser. So you don't have to learn a new language. You don't have to learn Flutter, Kotlin. It's all the web turned native. And I will do alert here like I would do in JavaScript. And I will do this is a shortcut shortcut. There you go. This is a shortcut, and I now just, I can run any JavaScript. The nice thing is the JavaScript will be running inside of your web application. So again, you can trigger a web workflow. You can trigger a window function to open a pop-up, to call an API that you otherwise would not call if the user would just navigating in the application. Again, the best example, the contacts page. They go on the contacts page. They would probably, if they click on the contact page, you're probably not already showing the pop-up create contact, but now this code could open that pop-up, which is pretty cool. So you kind of like have this automated feeling. The shortcut is running a workflow for the user, which is pretty cool. So now we have that set up. We got a redirect. We got our little automation here with an alert just to show how that code is running. And we have a shortcut name. So let's save this. And now we would be publishing the application if we like it. And now it would take 20 minutes, but I do already have something prepared for you, so we don't have to wait 20 minutes because I do have my phone right here and we can try it out right now. So I can do a long click on this icon. I can run the Despia action, which I called it here Despia shortcut. It's just because I prepared it already. And now if I click on here, you see it's injecting the code, it's going to the appropriate page and it's injecting the code. This is a shortcut. So this shows that the JavaScript is now running in our application. And as you can see, screen recording is not allowed because this is a new feature that Despia has now also shipped that we'll do another video about. So it's so secure, we can't even show you what's going on. Definitely your users won't be able to screen record anything moving forward. But this is why we did the alert, because the alert goes over our screen protection. So, for debugging and all that, we have some ways how we can go around that, but it will be still secure for your production. So you see the code is running. This is how we do a shortcut. And let me get my phone here. Let me stop sharing this on my phone. And as you can see, yes, I'm going to the appropriate shortcut page. You see, it's the shortcut page that we have created. If I click on the shortcut, if I click on the shortcut, there you go. And then click on here, you see how it goes to the appropriate page, injects the code. There you go. So wonderful, just like that. And we got it all nicely set up. So this is how shortcuts work in Despia. They really make the experience way simpler when it comes to making it more convenient for users to access functionalities. They can now do it even from outside the application. So yeah, if you have any questions, let our support team know. We're here to help you with anything from shortcuts to widgets to getting your app on the App Store. Thank you so much for watching and happy app building. Take care. Bye.